brilliant start by Ekstrom on the inside line, moves across on Kristoffersen immediately. Johan can't get to turn one first from there. Larsen up the inside. Kristoffersen gets a little nudge from the outside. Timmy Hansen trying to make a mayo all the way around the outside line. Larsen slots in behind Kristoffersen. Ekstrom leads. Gronholm going to try and go around Larsen the outside of turn 3. Larsen pushes him wide. Gronholm over the dirt. Timmy Hansen goes inside. Oh, a lock up at the hairpin as well. Maybe a bit of contact between Kristoffersen and Ekstrom. In the background, Kevin Hansen slots in behind Timmy Hansen. Gronholm is fourth, but it's Ekstrom versus Kristoffersen out front.
We've got party mode turned on that S1, haven't we? So, yeah, great to see Ekstrom get out in front of Kristoffersen, because now we've got a real fight.
Yeah, we have. I think if Kristoffersen had gone first, I still think Kristoffersen might have new tyres on that, Dan. What do you think? I know the graph said not, but people are checking that in a hurry down at the grid. Kristoffersen said himself, we've got a very aggressive tyre strategy. They only put one on it in the semi.
Yeah, I mean, and we saw it at the awning as well. Yeah. We had 5 new tyres ready.
Yeah, so we're pretty sure these guys are both on fresh tyres. Either way, epic battle between them. Doesn't matter what tyres they're on. Now it's down to the race. Ekstrom got the first part of the job done. He had to win the start. Gronholm, look again, he's in behind Larsen and at the moment can't find a way through. Both the Hansen's still there. Where's Timmy's Joken? So Timmy's Joken dropped himself off the back of the pack.
Be interesting to see what KYB Team JC do with Robin Larsen now, because obviously they've got Gronholm for company, but also they can use Larsen as a gunner against Kristoffersen.
So they've got to leave him out, basically. They've got to leave him out to take away as many opportunities as possible for Kristoffersen to joker. If Kristoffersen goes, I think they have to respond immediately on the next lap.
Yeah, 100%. And of course, if the gap is correct, then Larsen may potentially be able to just get in the way of Kristoffersen. Not necessarily try and hold him up.
No, but just make the merge difficult. Make him lose 1/10. You know, Kristoffersen is the master. He's the man with the most wins in the World Rallycross Championship's history. Took another one yesterday. He is very hard to beat. Ekstrom didn't even do a single warm-up lap this morning to make sure that he had the tyres for the final. Through the left, up and over the jump. Kristoffersen is right with him. If they get the gap big enough for Johan to get in and out in front of Larsen, then I think he'll go joker. But at the moment he can't. He has to follow Ekstrom.
Yeah, he has to follow. Who's just
Larsen's gone joker. Larsen's gone into the joker lap. That might release Kristoffersen unless Gronholm's near enough. So Larsen goes. Is this to cover Timmy Hansen behind him? I think it is. So watching Timmy Hansen on the standard lap now. Larsen's on the inside. Larsen will try and hold it tight. Timmy will try and go inside and gives him a push all the way to turn 1. Larsen holds on though, so they went to cover off Hansen behind. Had to be done. But does that open an opportunity for Kristoffersen?
Let's look at the gap. It's 2.4 back to Gronholm. So no, it doesn't open up the gap. So they're still going to have to wait it out. What can Gronholm do now? There's damage on the front of Kristoffersen's car. Maybe he's been into the back of Ekstrom.
It was tight again at the start, wasn't it? We saw that. And Johan mentioned earlier today the cooling package is, of course, in the front of the Polo. Everything looks okay to me at the moment. What are the lap times like? They're 48.5. They're right down in the quick ones. 48.5 from both of them. There's a 1/10 of a second between them on the last lap. Epic battle between 2 of our winners from this year, 2 of our previous world champions. Ekstrom in 16, Kristoffersen in 17 and 18. Larsen out of the picture now, but in the fight with Timmy Hansen.
Watch for the gap now. I think Kristoffersen's going to go on this lap. He's going to be able to pull out another couple attempts in this lap. He's going to go and be able to get out in front of Gronholm.
Kristoffersen backing it into turn 3. Gronholm 3.1, the gap's come down, so Gronholm's gone back by 1/10. He runs a bit wide though in the hairpin. Is there going to be a window for Kristoffersen to do it? Does Kristoffersen need more than 1 lap to be able to edge Ekstrom? This is the other thing, and Ekstrom is the master of being able to hold on. Here he goes, he has to go now. There is no choice. Gronholm doesn't go. Kristoffersen really needs to beat Gronholm at the merge here, otherwise it's game over. I think it's Kristoffersen's win if he doesn't get out in front of Gronholm. The Polo's on a massive push on the inside line, but he's got to open the throttle up. He can't drop 10th here. Maybe going to drop a place to Gronholm, but Gronholm hasn't jokered yet. I think Kristoffersen's going to lose a couple of 10ths there, Dan, by holding on to the position from Gronholm behind him.
Yeah, now Gronholm's applying the pressure. Look, he's having a look up the inside. He's in the mirrors of Kristoffersen. It's not going to rattle him too much, but he's going to be aware of it, isn't he? Drops a wheel on the curb on the outside. Gronholm's all over the back of him.
He had to block Gronholm off, even though Gronholm hasn't jokered. It gets into the back of him again. He had to block him because otherwise he was going to lose too much time, and he knew it'd be Ekstrom's game, but has blocking off Gronholm, and the exit of the merge meant that it's going to go the way of Matthias Ekstrom. Ekstrom into the joker lap now. Gronholm's going to go with him. Watch for Kristoffersen on the inside line. Over the jump and around the right-hander. I think Kristoffersen has had to give up too much time. He won't give up until the very last corner, but Matthias Ekstrom has been the master tactician here for round 6, and he wins in Riga. to Larson. 2 cars for KYB Team JC on the podium, and that was absolutely brilliant tactics to make sure he had the tyres to get it done. He had the TQ, he had the pole, he did everything he had to do. Make the plan, execute the plan, he did it. Second win of the year for Ekstrom. Here are the championship standings after round 6. Kristoffersen at the top of the table on 166. Ekstrom now 17 points behind, so he's closed that gap down by a couple of points, I think. Gronholm is in P3, Hansen P4. Larson goes up to 5th with a great performance today. Kevin Hansen down to 6th. Scheider up to 7th. Bakker down to 8th. Timizyanov and Markland stay where they are. Sabo goes up ahead of Ritkanen. Neil Cole is with our winner, Matthias Ekstrom, the master technician here in Riga for round 6.
I think this time I can say it was not luck, because in the draw I was dead last. So I got the starting grid nobody wanted in Q1, and from then on I just drove everything I could. And I think what was the key was last night we did some changes, and those changes worked. So bottom line is, when you have pace you can win the race, and we had a good tire strategy. So I'm so happy for KYB for having such awesome teammate with Rob and JC, all the sponsors, and yeah, this will be a good one to enjoy.